It's 8:30. Good morning. I'm Ian Crouch with Hunter News. It's been revealed a young Coffs Harbour couple presumed dead in the New Zealand volcano tragedy recently moved to Newcastle. Richard Elzer and Carla Matthews moved to a quiet block of villas at Cardiff in April. Their neighbours have been left shocked and saddened by the news, with one telling the Daily Telegraph they were a beautiful, hard-working couple. A West Wallsend truck driver who caused a fiery crash on the M1 at Mooney last July has spent his first night behind bars. Gosford Court heard Samuel McLean wanted to start his sentence immediately after previously pleading guilty to dangerous driving charges following the deaths of Adam Langford and his 19-year-old nephew Jack. Meanwhile, Jack's father Peter told reporters he has compassion for the accused despite the pain of his loss.
I noticed in court he had his daughter there, his wife and his family, and he didn't go to work that day to turn around and kill someone. Momentary lapse of concentration, possibly not paying attention to his job. Either way, he did not go out there to kill anyone.
Jetstar is offering refunds to Hunter passengers affected by industrial action taking place at airports across the country from today. While Newcastle Airport isn't directly affected, people travelling to Sydney, Melbourne or Brisbane could face disruptions with 90 flights cancelled. Ground crew and baggage handlers at Jetstar are walking off the job over pay and conditions, saying they're amongst the lowest paid in the industry. Origin Energy is set to pay for a brand new sport and recreation centre to be built at Moona Bay, but some residents are questioning what the power giant is getting out of the deal. The New South Wales Office of Sport has reached a deal with Origin, which will see the Eraring Power Station operator fund rehabilitation of the original site and the construction of a new state-of-the-art facility nearby. The company will also be responsible for compensating community groups harmed by the facility's sudden closure. Coal Ash Community Alliance member Gary Blaschke is hoping an upcoming inquiry examining the legacy of coal ash will provide answers about Origin's involvement.
We've got a parliamentary inquiry about to happen next March just into the ash dams themselves, and the terms of references is pretty open, and that will allow us to address the parliamentary inquiry and raise all these questions as well.
Singleton residents are leading the way in water conservation, but council's concerned it may not be enough to combat the drought. While residents have reduced their water usage by 25% and businesses by 16%, water levels in Glennies Creek Dam have continued to drop. Mayor Sue Moore says it may be necessary to introduce Level 2 water restrictions this February.
I'd say it's probably very likely that we'll be moving to Level 2 water restrictions. There's no significant rain projected. The dam levels are continuing to drop. I think Glennies Creek Dam's down to probably the mid-40s at the moment.
There are fears the upcoming Hunter Valley grape harvest could be affected by bushfire smoke. Bushfires have been sending plumes of smoke across the Hunter's wine-growing regions for several weeks, and grape samples have been sent away for testing to determine if they've been tainted. Hunter vignerons fear the smoke could have a significant impact on the flavour and aroma of the region's wines.
2NURFM Sport.
A-League centenarian Steven Ugarkovic says he'd love nothing better than to notch up his first goal of the season against Melbourne City on Sunday. The hard-working midfielder will make his 100th A-League appearance in front of an expectant home crowd. He says the side is doing everything right at training to turn opportunities into goals.
It's not really that anything really has to be changed. I think it's just persisting with what we're doing, because it's just that last kick of the ball that's letting us down, whether that's concentration or things like that. We've just got to stay focused in that last split second, and the goals will come.
Paige Kingston-Hogg is making the most of her opportunities in the Jets' W League side. The 19-year-old didn't get any game time last year, but has come off the bench in all 4 of Newcastle's games so far this season and held her own against older, more experienced players. Kingston-Hogg will get another chance to impress against Sydney FC on Sunday. And Cessnock Goannas junior Braden Musgrove looks set to join the first-grade roster from next season, despite being signed at Manly for 2020. And the winning numbers in Powerball are 15, 9, 16, 35, 18, 28 and 11, and the Powerball number is 9. 2NURFM News Time, 26 to 9.